In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Sahih Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 4, number 141, narrated Usama bin Zaid Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha. Allah's Apostle proceeded from Arafat till when he reached the mountain pass. He dismounted, urinated, and then performed ablution, but not a perfect one. I said to him, "It is the time for the prayer, O Allah's Apostle." He said, "The place of prayer is ahead of you." He rode till when he reached al-Muzdalifa. He dismounted and performed ablution and a perfect one. The call for Iqama was pronounced and he led the Maghrib prayer. Then everybody made his camel kneel down at its place. Then the Iqama was pronounced for the Isha prayer which the Prophet led, and no prayer was offered in between the two prayers, Isha and Maghrib. Sahih Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 4, number 142. Narrated Atta bin Yasir Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Ibn Abbas performed ablution and washed his face in the following way. He ladled out a handful of water, rinsed his mouth and washed his nose with it by putting in water and then blowing it out. He then took another handful of water and did like this, gesturing, joining both hands, and washed his face, took another handful of water and washed his right forearm. He again took another handful of water and washed his left forearm and passed wet hands over his head, and took another handful of water and poured it over his right foot up to his ankle and washed it thoroughly, and similarly took another handful of water and washed thoroughly his left foot up to the ankles, and said, "I saw Allah's Apostle performing ablution in this way." Sahih Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 4, number 143. Narrated Ibn Abbas Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "If any one of you on having sexual relations with his wife said, and he must say it before starting, in the name of Allah, O Allah, protect us from Satan, and also protect what you bestow upon us, that is the coming offspring from Satan, and if it is destined that they should have a child, then Satan will never be able to harm that offspring." Sahih Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 4, number 144. Narrated Anas Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Whenever the Prophet, peace be upon him, went to answer the call of nature, he used to say, "Allahumma inni auzbika minal khubsi wal khabais." That is, "O Allah, I seek refuge with you from all offensive and wicked things, evil deeds and evil spirits." Sahih Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 4, number 145. Narrated Ibn Abbas Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Once the Prophet, peace be upon him, entered a lavatory, and I placed water for his ablution. He asked, "Who placed it?" He was informed accordingly, and so he said, "O Allah, make him," Ibn Abbas, a learned scholar in religion Islam. Sahih Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 4, number 146. Narrated Abu Ayyub al-Ansari Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Allah's Apostle said, "If any one of you goes to an open space for answering the call of nature, he should neither face nor turn his back towards the Qibla. He should either face the east or the west." Sahih Bukhari, Volume 1, Book number 4, number 147. Narrated Abdullah bin Umer Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. People say, whenever you sit for answering the call of nature, you should not face the Qibla or Baitul Muqaddas, Jerusalem. I told them, once I went up the roof of our house, and I saw Allah's Apostle answering the call of nature while sitting on two bricks facing Baitul Muqaddas, Jerusalem, but there was a screen covering him Fatah al-Bari, page 258, volume number 1. Sahih Bukhari, volume 1, book number 4, number 148, narrated Aisha Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha. The wives of the Prophet, peace be upon him, used to go to al-Manasi, a vast open place near Baqiya at Medina, to answer the call of nature at night. Umer Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu used to say to the Prophet, "Let your wives be veiled." But Allah's Apostle did not do so. One night, Sauda bint Zama, the wife of the Prophet, peace be upon him, went out at Isha time, and she was a tall lady. Umer addressed her and said, "I have recognized you, O Sauda." He said so, as he desired eagerly that the verses of al-hijab, the observing of veils by the Muslim woman, may be revealed. So Allah revealed the verses of al-hijab, a complete body cover excluding the eyes. Sahih Bukhari, volume 1, book number 4, number 149, narrated Aisha Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said to his wives, "You are allowed to go out to answer the call of nature." Sahih Bukhari, volume 1, book number 4, number 150, narrated Abdullah bin Umer Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. I went up to the roof of Hafsa's house for some job, and I saw Allah's Apostle answering the call of nature facing Sham, Syria, Jordan, Palestine and Lebanon, regarded as one country, with his back towards the Qibla. See Hadith number 147. Sahih Bukhari, volume 1, book number 4, number 151, narrated Abdullah bin Umer Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhu. Once I went up the roof of our house and saw Allah's Apostle answering the call of nature while sitting over 2 bricks facing Baitul Muqaddis, Jerusalem. See Hadith number 147.